Hey y'all, wanted to give you an update about the host file and a few other things. I just want to let you know that Hamster's PC repair is in fact open. Again, Hamster's PC repair is in fact open. It's been open since May 30th, 2024. So wanting to let you guys know that. Also wanting you guys to know that the host file that I'm making, it is basically going to be a different way of doing things. So a lot of the world right now doesn't trust China. It's why almost everyone, all the corporations almost are moving out of the country. China's kind of in a dead heat. So they're activating, activating and also doing this way more with what they've already done. They have IPs. They have thousands of IPs, like almost 2,000 IPs that they use that is tied to your hardware or tracks you online. Now, if you're like me, privacy is a big deal. For example, I had a bad first impression with this girl from a previous church I went to. And because of that bad impression, shit went down. Well, let's just say that, my, friends of the past, they didn't help things. They made things worse because they thought they were doing what was in my best interest when, in fact, it was going to make things worse. They didn't bother to ask me to do it. They knew I would not want them to do it, but they did it anyways, knowing full well I wouldn't approve of it. But because of it, I got accused of data mining her shit. I'm sorry. I already made a bad first impression with her. Why would I want to data mine her shit and make shit worse? I mean, come on. Last thing I want to be is a problem for her. Last thing I wanted to be was a problem for her. That would be the last damn thing I actually do. At any rate, I'm not going to lie. Because I take because I take privacy as big as everyone else, there's not going to be two file systems. There's going to be what I'm going to call the Chinese and Russian protection for the rest of the world. And then I'm going to literally take the whole other approach, and I'm going to basically, make a different one. And it's going to be literally be called the Chinese and Russian version. So the Chinese and Russian version, their host file is going to be just the standard normal host file. Ham host block, regular simple things that, has no need or anything or something like that. But the rest of the world can have a choice of downloading the one that blocks every ounce of IP that is Russian and every ounce IP that is Chinese. And this is doing this and this is happening for one simple reason. Privacy. We all know China spies on you. Or if you don't, you're about to learn. So you see, for many years, China has built technology for the entire world. What you fail to realize is a lot of that hardware that you're using, even in your computer, even in my computer right now, as I'm doing this video, you have your information being privately, secretly sent across the web to the Chinese government. You don't know what's going on. You don't see it's going on. You can do your networking all day long and never see anything that's going on for this because they've done it in such a way that it's secret. However, with my host file, we get to block that from happening. I mean, it may be so. The Chinese government will be able to try to make a connection But because of the way the host file will be, both China and Russia won't be able to get any information back. So to them, when they get a response back, when they look at your hardware or something, and this happens, they'll get what is called device offline. It'll just say that it doesn't work. It is basically made in such a way that it will block any attempt at all of anyone trying to get into the device from from Chinese IPs or Russian IPs. As this or as the world goes, those IPs may change. They may not change. It's really a matter of do they or do they not? But it doesn't. Really, honestly, at the end of the day, they're probably not going to change. Every country has their own set of IPs. Every country has their own set of stuff. So once they actually have an IP set, it's pretty much hard to get rid of. So with that being said, these IPs will always be there. But that doesn't mean it doesn't stop the Chinese government from paying more money to get more IPs to go around the host file. But that's fine. You know why? Because Hamster's PC repair host file will just update the host file, so that way they have to actually start from ground zero again. So you see, at the end of the day, despite what everybody thinks, I look out for everyone's best interest. I try to look out for everyone's best interest. And, I try to do that locally a lot. But at least with Hamster's ham host file, if you have a laptop or a PC, desktop or a laptop or desktop, you can utilize this file, especially if you have a Windows operated computer, and you can protect yourself from the bullcrap. I don't know if Linux has this or Chromium has this or even Apple has this. I'm sure there is versions out there for each and every one. And honestly, I'm going to be teaching myself a little bit of experience in this and, somehow convert the Windows host file over to each and every one. It's basically going to be a very, very, very big thing that I'm going to be doing to protect the world. And I'm literally going to have two groupings. It's going to be the Russian and Chinese version, and it's going to be the rest of the world version. Just because. Let's protect ourselves from the Chinese government that secretly spies on you that you don't know about. Especially with what they got going on. I mean, right now they're using that data against you to literally try. If you haven't been keeping track of the Chinese news, a lot of the stuff, the reason why they want to is because they know shit. They know shit, and they want to go to war. So if they know that much, we need to protect ourselves, which is why this file comes into play. With that being said, my name is Curtis Herbold, owner of Hamsters PC Repair. I hope if you need some computer services, either laptop or desktop, you'll call me. With that being said, it's much appreciated, and ciao.